Two rappers confess to the same crime. Only one is guilty. Let's check this out. By the way, YouTube, if you're noticing, I have a new model. I hope you like it, my Discord kitten. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. Let's watch the video.
Two extremely famous rappers admit to committing the same horrible crime at the height of their popularity. Rick Ross's admission was in 2013, and Cardi B 6 years later in 2019. Rick Ross received an incredible amount of backlash. Tens of thousands of petitions signed and hundreds of people standing outside of the Reebok headquarters demanding them to terminate their endorsement deal with the rapper. Cardi B, on the other hand, received tons of support from her fans in the media, breaking down all of the nuances of her crime and why it was okay. Today we are going to take a look at both of these situations and examine exactly why Cardi B was perceived as a victim and Rick Ross was perceived as guilty in the court of public opinion. Starting with Rick Ross. In March of 2013, a rapper by the name of Rocco released a remix of his song UOENO alongside Future and Rick Ross. UOENO is not an acronym but rather a slurred slang term representing a phrase, "you don't even know it." At the 2-minute and 10-second mark in the song, Rick Ross says, "Put all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it." Listeners were shocked to hear Rick Ross directly confess to a woman and then insinuating that they had sex after. It's hard to interpret this bar as anything other than a confession. At first, this was just a crazy lyric that made you and your buddies look at each other in disbelief, but the song was getting more and more popular, making the rounds on social media and in the clubs. As more people were exposed to the specificity and boastfulness of Rick Ross's delivery, they felt like they had to speak out. First, a petition calling for Rick Ross to, quote, publicly apologize for glorifying /R-wording a woman was posted to change.org. The organizer wrote, "This should be investigated further and he should be prosecuted." With only 1,294 signatures, it didn't have a large enough impact. Then, Rosa Clemente, who was the 2008 vice presidential candidate of the Green Party, posted a YouTube video criticizing the rapper.
"This is disgusting to say the least. This lyric is obviously promoting not just date, but and culture and violence against women. We live in a society that by the time African American women and Latina women are 18, almost half of them, 44%, have been used.
From there, more media personalities use their platform to encourage people to speak out against Ross.
Sex without consent is rape.
Is what you should know.
Sex without consent is rape. That's what we know.
Rick Ross, it's a shame that you don't know.
The controversy spread like wildfire. Every major news outlet started to chime in. When Ross responded to the controversy, he did more harm than good. On the New Orleans radio station Q93.3 FM, he said, "I want to make sure this is clear. That woman is the most precious gift known to man. You understand? There was a misunderstanding with a lyric, a misinterpretation. The term rape wasn't used. I would never use the term rape in my records. As far as my camp, hip-hop don't condone that. The streets don't condone that. Nobody condones that."
You literally said you put in her drink, she didn't even know it, and then you took her home and enjoyed that, and she even know what the you talking about. That sound pretty to me. I'm gonna be honest. If there's one line to not say in a song, it would be that. Like, what the dude, don't gaslight me, you big sloppy. Oh, I forgot. I'm big and sloppy now. Oh my God, I can't even say nothing. I'm just big and sloppy.
So I just wanted to.
By the way, yo, YouTube, when this uploads, can you let me know? I know on some of the other videos we have chat in the corner. Would you like chat in the corner when we're reacting? You know what I mean? Does it feel like you're missing out on? I mean, they're behind me, but like, does it feel like you kind of missing out? If not, let me know in the comments. Okay? Yeah, yes. I'll put it on right now then. I put chat all on the screen. You ain't even know it. That's how that sound, right?
Reach out to all the queens that's on my timeline, all the sexy ladies, the beautiful ladies that had been reaching out to me with the misunderstanding. We don't condone rape and I'm not with that. Ross claiming that this lyric was all a misunderstanding and then shouting out the sexy ladies just fueled even more outrage.
It just felt weird.
Hip-hop outlets began speaking out against him.
Guys, Rick Ross has come to a crossroads. He is a great artist, good dude. He put me on his mixtape. I love the guy. But he's got to step up right now and do the right thing. And that right thing is a thorough and sincere apology about the lines that made people think he was endorsing date.
Ross's peers, such as Talib Kweli, began speaking out against him.
I don't care if Rick Ross is 40 years old. He's a misguided 40-year-old person.
Real quick, why are we holding rappers accountable when it comes to other shit as well? You know what I mean? We're talking about killing, robbing, stealing, all this, doing drugs. You know what I mean? Shouldn't we should do that too. You know, we should all listen to gospel music.
When we embraced him, we have to embrace him with love. Everything everyone's saying about that line is correct. Rick Ross condoned in that song, and he shouldn't, and he should apologize. And his apology that he offered was unacceptable.
So he apologized again. On April 4th, 2013, he tweeted, "I don't condone rape. Apologies for the hashtag lyric interpreted as rape. Hashtag boss." This was his second attempt at an apology, but still sticking to his belief
Did
that
he just
you,
put
the
hashtag
listener,
boss?
misconstrued his words, and he didn't say anything wrong. Whereas many argue that there is no other way to look at this lyric, like Adam Howard from The Griot, who said, "There's no way to argue that he's not describing rape." Most other hip-hop songs describing sexual contact, while still often misogynistic, at least leave room for a listener to believe that women are consenting parties. But in this case, listening to a man gleefully rhyme about someone and having sex with her while she's unconscious feels like an alarmingly pointed threat. Critics were tired of Rick Ross's inability to accept responsibility, especially the National Organization for Women in New York City, who rallied in hundreds outside of the Reebok headquarters in New York, asking them to disband their partnership with Rick Ross.
It is a hate crime to be out there making fun of, making light of women, something that happens all too often in our culture.
These are actually 72,000 petitions.
How does that even pop in your head though, bro? Like that bar right there, you know what I mean? Like that's a bar. That's like a bar you gotta genuinely think about, write it down, and be like, yeah, they gonna love this. You know what I mean? That's not even popping in your head.
Signed by our members all over the country, and there are also comments from people about why they feel like Reebok needs to drop Rick Ross.
Rick Ross is a disgrace to humanity. This guy's a joke. How do you say, I slipped her, went home and enjoyed that, and she didn't even know, and then say you didn't mean to condone? He knew exactly what he's saying. The fact of the matter is he's just a coward, and now he's trying to avoid dealing with it.
Just a few days after the protest, Rick Ross was officially dropped from his multi-million-dollar endorsement deal. The company made a statement. While we do not believe that Rick Ross condones, we are very disappointed he has yet to display an understanding of the seriousness of the issue or an appropriate level of remorse. They continued, "At this time, it is in everyone's best interest for Reebok to end its partnership with Mr. Ross." I guess Ross was hoping the outrage would eventually die out, because it was after Reebok dropped him that he finally made a formal apology. My choice of words was not only offensive, it does not reflect my true heart, and for this, I apologize. To every woman that has felt the sting of I apologize. I recognize that as an artist I have a voice, and with that, the power of influence. To the young men who listen to my music, please know that using a substance to rob a woman of her right to make a choice is not only a crime, it's wrong, and I do not encourage it. Now, rappers have been spitting extremely controversial lyrics for decades. In a 2001 song called Fight Music by D12, rapper Bazaar said, "I hate you, I'll take your drawers down and ape you," while Dr. Dre videotapes you, which is extremely blatant and descriptive. Eminem has a laundry list of descriptive admissions of crimes. I mean, at this point, what rapper hasn't glorified or admitted to some heinous crime?
There's also what's it called? Hold on, wait, let me think. One second, I gotta think. It's on Notorious B.I.G. album. He talked about robbing, taping someone up on some shit, and then I forgot what it was, bro.
People argue that none of these lyrics can be taken seriously because they are made up to represent a character or persona that doesn't represent the reality of the rapper.
He raps about selling, trafficking, being a boss, violence. That's what his brand is about. That's what
I'm gonna be honest, if you don't know at this point though, I mean, listen, I know it's everything's a persona, right? Because all rappers are just bitches on God. When you grow up, you realize that these motherfuckers went to in college, they have degrees, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers are scholars, bro, poets, like all these motherfuckers. None of them are in the streets like that, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some that be in the streets like that, but a lot of them don't.
Raps about.
Rick Ross is quite literally a stolen name from a real 1980s drug kingpin, Ricky Donald Ross, aka Freeway Rick. The rapper Rick Ross's entire persona is fake, but based on a real criminal. Many people use the argument that if music lyrics should be taken seriously, then why is there no outrage when rappers rap about robbing, shooting, and murdering people? But there is a very specific reason why this particular line from Rick Ross garnered so much backlash, and that's due to a shifting cultural perception on these types of crimes after 2 Ohio teens raped a girl and basically got off with a slap on the wrist.
What?
On March 17th, 2013, just 1 week before Ross's lyric blew up, 2 teens in Steubenville, Ohio were found guilty of rape. But the way these teens had absolutely zero empathy or regard for the victim
Bro has
was
a smile on his face.
shocking wake-up call for the realities of these horrible crimes. The two teens were promising football players who were beloved by the small Ohio town. At a party, a 16-year-old girl drank more than she could handle, leading to her blacking out multiple times, only waking up to vomit. The defendants eventually brought her into the back of a Volkswagen, where Trent May, quote, proceeded to flash the girl's breasts and penetrate her with his fingers. While another football player videotaped it on his phone. Malik Richmond, the other defendant, took his turn violating the girl with his fingers. Although there was no penile penetration, any sexual conduct where the person is unable to give consent in the state of Ohio does constitute as
What the fuck is going on in Ohio, bro? Holy shit.
Then, compromising and explicit photos of the girl were shared on the internet, and some of the witnesses mocked her even more on Twitter. The police were notified about the crime a couple days later. They were given a flash drive of evidence, including the post shared on social media, but the police said the case was challenging, partly because too much time had passed since the suspected rape. All of the local press about the situation appeared to be biased towards the boys, discussing their football dreams and how important football is to the community.
Their dreams, bro. I hope their Achilles gives out when they're walking up the stairs and they can't walk no more. Fuck them, dude. Like, what are we talking about?
Lots of kids in town grow up hoping, wishing one day they could play for Big Red football. Were you one of those kids?
Yes, I was.
We don't care, you chap lip bitch. Fuck out my face.
And then there's Trent. His father, Brian, a football coach, says there's
Brian looked like a fucking diddler too. Like, the whole family. What are we talking about?
football in his son's DNA.
Like, they're trying to appeal to us and show the family, oh, they're just a happy, simple family that throws footballs in there. Get the f out my face. Look at your little soul patch, bitch. Hell no. If there's one thing that screams diddler, it's this right here on his chin. Get the f out my face, dude.
Dream since he was a kid was to play quarterback for Steubenville.
As one of Steubenville's football coaches told the New York Times, quote, the rape was just an excuse, I think. What else are you going to tell your parents when you come home drunk like that after a night like that? She had to make up something.
The coach needs to be fired. The kids need to be put in jail. What are we talking about? You don't just listen. When I got caught smoking weed, okay, for the first time I came home, my mom stared me in my eyes and said, why are your eyes red? My excuse was, my eyes, they're cold. That's what my excuse was, okay? I didn't just say, oh, I was bitches. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, dude? That shit makes 0 cents. Cold is crazy. Yeah, bro, she literally stood me straight in the eyes, like, why are your eyes red? And I was like, they're cold. It was snowing at the time. I didn't know what else to say. I was high. I panicked, bro. I don't know what, I was hearing my heartbeat in my ass. I don't know what to tell you.
Now people are trying to blow up our football program because of it. Just like the Rick Ross outrage slowly grew bigger, this story took on a life of its own as larger publications started to write about it. The anonymous hacker group leaked personal information of 50,000 Ohio residents that they believed were helping obstruct the investigation. They also leaked a video that was taking place that night, when a small group of friends, including the defendants, videotaped themselves bragging and laughing about the crime.
She's dead because there was a naked picture on her, laying in the butt, and she wasn't moving.
Wow.
There's usually a reaction to that.
The boys proceeded to laugh and make fun of the girl on camera for 12 minutes straight.
Trent and Malik someone.
This video went extremely viral, with people all around the world demanding justice for the victim. Many people referred back to the abhorrent mentality of these boys when criticizing Rick Ross's lyrics, whereas others felt like blaming a rapper's lyrics was merely a cop-out, and outraged people should be pointing fingers at parents. Then Anonymous organized the hashtag Occupy Steubenville protest, which got over 1,000 people to protest this case.
Anonymous is kind of dope, bro.
Finally, because of the outrage, the case went to trial, and the boys were found guilty. Trent Mays, who's 17, was sentenced to serve at least 2 years in the state juvenile system. The other, Malik Richmond, 16, was sentenced to serve at least 1 year. Although it took thousands of outraged people on the internet to escalate this issue for them to receive justice, many believe that the punishment for these teens was not enough, perpetuating the reality that these types of crimes are not taken as seriously as they should be. And then 1 week—
I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. You get more jail time for just having weed in your pocket walking down the street than someone completely like doing the most heinous crime possible. Chop their dicks off, send them to prison for like 50 years so they get bro, okay? And everybody and have all the prison mates make sure they know what they're in there for, so they just get
After this guilty verdict that people are
Take their
outraged
booty.
about, Rick Ross has an extremely popular song that people see as glorifying this same horrible crime. It was a recipe for disaster. Yet despite all the backlash, this didn't even have any long-lasting impact on Rick Ross's career, or even the song. UOENO debuted at number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100 3 weeks after Ross was dropped by Reebok, and by July 20th, it peaked at number 20 on the Hot 100. They even released a visual to the song a few months later that depicts a woman drinking a spiked drink and begins spiraling before Rick Ross takes her home. And even though Reebok dropped him, he has still managed to secure tons of multi-million-dollar business deals that he reaps the benefits of still to this day. Have you seen this guy's house? He is doing just fine. At the end of the day, Rick Ross does have deniability that what he said was fiction, as it was just a part of a song. Cardi B, on the other hand, does not have that deniability, because she admitted to multiple people on an Instagram Live. However, the reason she did it is what caused many to shower her with support rather than outrage.
Wait, what?
On an Instagram Live in 2017, rapper Cardi B was discussing the struggles that she went through to survive in the streets of New York City.
Niggas must have forgot, my nigga, the shit that I did to motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go strip. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna f me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drop niggas up and I rob them. That's what I used to do.
Just like Rick Ross, Cardi B admits to people, but specifically she said men and robbing them. For more context, Cardi B was a stripper before she was a rapper, and in this instance she was describing situations where men would try to solicit sex from her in strip clubs, to which she would say yes. Then she would them and rob them. But this Instagram Live didn't go viral until 2 years after it was recorded.
That's crazy.
In March of 2019, it resurfaced via Twitter and sparked outrage online. Hashtag Surviving Cardi B began trending worldwide on Twitter, which was a reference to the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries that detailed all of the horrific sex crimes committed by the R&B singer. Cardi B quickly tweeted, "I never claimed to be an angel. I always been a street bitch. Y'all be glorifying this street rappers that talk and do the grimy shit, but then they can't stand a street bitch." Then she continued to gloat about how people are trying to cancel her. "I'm that bitch they love to hate. I'm that bitch they hate to love," when they try to cancel me on Twitter and Instagram. Critics felt like she was taunting them, which just added fuel to the fire. Redditors unleashed a firestorm of criticism, including this post on the subreddit Black People Twitter, calling the rapper Cardi B Cosby. The post read, "She better get the Bill Cosby treatment or gender equality doesn't exist. This so stupid she called this hard work." As many of you know, Bill Cosby—
Wait a minute. Didn't Bill Cosby get a slap on a wrist or some shit? Didn't that— what do you mean Bill Cosby treatment? Didn't that didn't even go to jail, did he? That old mother— what is going on with the celebrities, by the way, bro? Holy shit.
He was accused by 60 women of rape and sexual harassment, and less than a year before Cardi B's post went viral, he was not only rightfully vilified for his disgusting actions, but found guilty and jailed for his crimes. Cardi felt like her words were being twisted and lacked context, so she posted a lengthy response on social media explaining her point of view. There are rappers that glorify murder, violence, drugs, and robbing, crimes they feel they had to do to survive. I never glorified the things I brought up in that live. I never even put those things in my music because I'm not proud of it, and feel a responsibility not to glorify it. I made the choices that I did at the time because I had very limited options. I was blessed to have been able to rise from that, but so many women have not. The men that I spoke about in my live were men that I dated and was involved with, men that were conscious, willing, and aware. After the rapper's response, major media outlets began to clarify and highlight the quotes where she said that she was doing what she had to do to survive. There were no protests, no demanding of a deeper apology, no attacking her sponsors. For Cardi's fans—
hey chat, anyone want to come back to my crib? You want 7 Adderall and 87 Advil? Don't worry, I'm only gonna steal everything you have. But I don't glorify it. I don't glorify it because I just gotta survive. Hey, what the f are we talking about, bro? That shit makes 0 sense. I don't give a f what she's talking about. That doesn't make sense at all. You're still drugging people at the end of the day, dude. That is just weird.
Fans and business partners, they weren't surprised to hear this information since she never hid who she was from the people.
I'm a rapper. I'm a that came from the streets.
Ooh.
That came to the industry. I wasn't a Disney Channel star. I wasn't a nun. I wasn't a saint. I never was a saint. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm a good-hearted person, but I have done fucked up shit.
For many women and fans of the rapper, they understood her struggle and were ready to move on. Even Rick Ross told people to leave Cardi alone.
You know what I think it is? The difference in response. Also, the severity of the action. I'll explain it in a second. Hold on. I got mad brownie in my mouth. Disgusting. It's disgusting, but still, hold on. people is bad, right? Obviously. But what Rick Ross said he did, that is a completely different crime than just robbing someone. And the severity is completely different. You understand? Also, the response. Cardi B was like, listen, I used to rob people and rob them. Sorry, I was surviving. Rick Ross was trying to gaslight and being like, sorry, you misinterpreted what I said. It's completely different, to be honest with you. This is, I think this is misleading. This is not the same crime at all. People, sure, but like one is completely different than the other. You still shouldn't do it though. Like, what are we talking about? That's not a good role model, but don't anyone chat, please. Stay away from me.
Like I say, leave Cardi B alone, because we don't need to persecute her for her past. We need to be leaders and lead by example.
Yo, shut your big ass up, big boy, with your big ass. Talk about something, I'm gonna eat it. Oh, with your big ass. F out my face, dude. What is he talking about? Buddy thinks he's on the team. We are not the same, pal, okay? I was robbing to survive. You was over here trying to bitches. F out my face with some Molly with a whole music video showing that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We are not the same.
And regardless of what you did in the past, if you stole a car in the past, that don't mean you shouldn't be able to get money in the future.
What?
As long as you change your ways, and we all know Cardi B focused on the money now, and she is a leader.
But it seemed like mostly men who were not fans of Cardi B to begin with were outraged at the lack of further outrage. Change my view. If Cardi B was a man, we would be boycotting her music and her career would be destroyed. To which
To be fair though, if a dude or if a girl was like, I only men just to rob them, I can believe it. It's still bad. It's still bad. Don't get me wrong, but like I could believe it. If it was a dude that was like, oh yeah, I her and then robbed her, I'm gonna be like, are you sure that's all you did? Like, I just, you know what I mean? It might be fucked up or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Double standard, whatever you want to call it. I'm a dude, mother. You know what I mean? But it just sounds creepy when a dude does things, bro. I'm sorry. Dudes inherently are just creepy as shit. You know what I mean? Bro, my weirdest DMs I've ever gotten from like viewers, the creepiest ones are always from dudes, on God. It's just a fact, bro. Dudes can do anything. It's gonna be weirder for sure. 100%. That's just life, dude.
People countered that most other male rappers have had extremely public controversies that didn't destroy their careers. Chris Brown's long history of assault has not hindered his career. Dr. Dre has a history of accusations that have not hindered his career. 6ix9ine pleaded guilty to the use of a child in a sexual performance, which was well known during his popularity. And as we detailed before, Rick Ross did lose out on some money, but ultimately it had no long-standing impact on his career. Another post went viral on the subreddit Unpopular Opinion. Cardi B and robbing men makes her a predator. Now, it actually took months for Cardi B to clarify that she didn't have sex with these men, which was a huge reason why Redditors were so angry. She was alone in rooms with men who thought they were going to have sex with her, since she told them that she would. Then she drugs them into unconsciousnness, which is enough evidence for some people to assume that she could have also them, but Cardi denies this.
Yeah, no, I don't see that happening though, dude. Like, what the I don't, maybe she did, maybe she didn't, I don't know, but I just feel like that's like, I don't know. If I were to rob a grown-ass man and I know what I got, I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, come over here, you want to drink here, drink some of this, you know what I mean? Knock them the fuck out, take their change, take their money, and then dip the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't, I don't know.
Have actually sex when you touch somebody without their consent. I never nobody. Let me tell you something. I never ever wanted none of these niggas.
An online comment read, no one cares about male victims when it comes to these types of situations. They say, well, that's what his horny ass gets for going to a hotel room with a woman he just met. Let it have been a male rapper who was drugging women though. Sex crimes against
men. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the male rapper that's drugging women is probably gonna like try to do some freaky shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's facts. Yes, there's a double standard. We already know there's a double standard. That's just life. Sorry, there's double standards. But like, bro, we're not gonna sit here and act like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Because if a dude wanted to rob a girl, he's not gonna drug her. A dude want to rob a girl, he's just gonna fucking run up, give me all your money type. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna go out of his way to drug. The girl might, because, you know, you kind of have to do that. The dude's gonna be a little, I know this might trigger someone, okay? But the dude's gonna be a little bit stronger, okay? I know, I'm sorry, some people don't like to hear it, okay? Dude's gonna be a little bit stronger. He's probably gonna put up a fight, you know what I mean? So you can't really whip his ass and then take the money. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta get creative in your approach. You see what I'm saying?
Men are more common than people think, but there is an assumption that men don't care or that they can't be sexually because of gender-based stigmas.
Absolutely not, dude. I was just, bro, we already had this conversation. I don't even like talking about it, dude, because yeah, like, bro, chat is terrible with it. I'm gonna be honest, Twitch chat, you're terrible with this, bro. I'm sorry. The last time I talked about
there are so many disgusting comments in the Twitch chat that I didn't even, like, I just completely shut down. My brain just stopped, bro. You know what I mean? But like, chat was so rude, it was insane.
And at this time, the Me Too movement and the Believe Women movement was at an all-time high. So many people just automatically believed
Maybe I'm a part of the problem,
she said
dude.
that she wasn't sexually anyone, and rather just hustling them for their money. But the outrage calling for her to be canceled continued throughout the years, until someone found another old video of her where she explains a hypothetical situation where she describes setting up a sexual
Oh.
I'm gonna take him out. We're gonna get
Everything I just said, I take back.
drunk. I'm gonna get him
This bitch is a predator.
all perked up and everything. We're gonna have a good time. Get him super twisted. Then bring a bitch around. We're gonna have a threesome.
Oh.
And when he wake up, he gonna be like, what the f? Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny. I'll be like, yup. Yup, we had a threesome with a tranny. Yup. Yup, a tranny.
She's a predator! Everything I just said. This bitch needs to get locked up! Oh my god, bitch. I'm befuddled. I'm fucking flabbergasted. Put me in the middle of it. Put me in the middle of it. Free drugs and a threesome. I'll volunteer if he doesn't want it. Okay, that's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm only saying that because my model looks like this, bro, okay? I'm sorry. It just seemed like a fedora-wearing guy would say that. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
You don't gotta fuck another nigga to get even, bitch. There's other ways to get even.
This is a case of, I didn't do it, but if I did do it, this is how I would do it. The descriptiveness of the situation is hard to interpret as just a joke. This was enough evidence for detractors to confirm that she was a predator. So
Yeah,
when they
she's a
saw
predator for
this
sure.
tweet in 2023, they felt like she had no right to speak on the matter. This world is full of predators. They prey on the innocent, the ones who are most unknowing, our children. Predators could—
That's you! That's you, lady! You're talking about yourself!
be our neighbors, our school teachers, even people with money, power, and our churches. Constantly talk with your kids about boundaries and what they shouldn't allow people to do to them. And with the entire internet calling her a hypocrite,
Hell
she dug
no.
a deeper hole as she spoke about the situation yet again.
And now people want to come at me like, oh, you're the wrong messenger. You're the wrong messenger.
you are.
Then you robbing drug men. And it's like, listen. Y'all not going to keep doing this because when it comes to weird ass predators and pedophiles and shit, I'm really like, I don't play that shit.
You just said you were hell no. PR team went crazy with that tweet. Bro, Astro, this just said that she would get someone off the perks, feeling nice, getting fucked up, you feel me? And then get a threesome and just what the fuck? Oh, I heard. Okay, this is crazy.
I really don't play that shit. And then y'all be like, you drug and rob them. Did I touch their body? Did I touch their penis? Did I touch their ass? Did I touch them?
Shit, maybe. I'm starting to think so, bitch. Maybe you did. Maybe you was like, oh, $3. Ooh, his ass crack is out. Maybe I should. I don't fucking know. Mayhaps, Cardi B.
My lips on them? No. No type of touching. Don't confuse. And even if y'all claim, oh, you robbed them, what's robbing and raping is two different type of shit.
True.
Don't call me no. Don't call me no predator. Don't
You are
play with my
predator.
name like that because I don't play that.
Cardi stays firm in her stance that she was never sexual with these men, but she does wholeheartedly
earrings are
admit that
terrible.
these men deserve to be robbed. However, there is a third opinion that the vast majority of people hold for Cardi B.
Talk to me.
Cardi B came in the game during the Vine era promoting herself as a gang-affiliated stripper. Her
Mhm.
off-the-wall persona made her who she is. You
Mhm.
can't ask what can she say or do that would get her canceled because she's been talking and acting crazy from the jump. LOL at bringing up her and robbing men. Yeah, well, she told us from the jump she was a blood. What do you think bloods do? Sell Girl Scout cookies? No, they commit crimes. Most people love to point out the double standards and hypocrisy. They simplify the situation as,
What the did he shave? Was he always bald-faced? Something's throwing me off. That motherfucker, did he shave? Hold on.
man do bad thing, get big trouble, and girl do same bad thing, no consequences.
But that's not the same thing, bro.
But the truth is, there is tons of nuance to consider when assessing any type of crime,
Lot of
social
nuance.
issue, drama, or whatever you want to call this. No two situations are ever the same. The only similarities here are Rick Ross and Cardi B are both rappers who admitted to someone. The context, the intent, the time frame, the clarity of the words, the behavior before and after the admission are all entirely different, but extremely necessary to assess before you make a decision on what you think about these rappers. Now, I'm not saying they should be absolved of criticism, but if you're expecting rappers to be beacons of moral good, you're gonna be angry forever.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna be honest with you. If your role model is a fucking rapper, dude, they're supposed to be gangster, you know? They're supposed to be gangster, and that's why I'm a rapper. I'm gangster. And if you fuck with me, you don't want to fuck with me, because I have a knife. You see my knife on my desk? Don't play with me, bitch. Where to?